Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Liz. I talk about coding and planning, productivity, all the things. Feel free to subscribe, really helps out the channel. Anyway, we are talking about the 100 Days of Code Challenge. I had to think about that, it's like a mouthful. Basically, I want to talk about, why do people do these challenges? So the first thing is, why are people signing up for these kind of odd challenges? What is it, all that? I think really a lot of people want to feel a little bit more inspiration. If you're like me and you're grinding through your day-to-day tasks and you're productive, you get things done, right? You're grinding away, but it's not really that inspiring, right? And that's what these challenges are for. It's kind of to bring a little bit more fun back into educating. So you have a community, so that's nice because this is done on Twitter. So you have a whole Twitter community, use the same hashtag, people support you. It's really nice, at least what I've seen so far. It's more fun and it's an excuse to try something new, right? If you're new to coding, why not do the 100 Days of Coding Challenge? It's fun, it's bold, it's fun to say you did, like why not? And then what exactly is the 100 Days of Code Challenge? Basically, it's 100 consecutive days of coding. Now, that sounds kind of crazy, but you can take days off. So I got sick and I took a day off, but you just don't take like more than 2 days off at a time, right? Unless you're like really sick, then maybe you should. And it's on Twitter and you have to use the hashtag 100 Days of Code. And then people will automatically retweet your stuff, like it, cheer you on. It's really fun. My top tips would be if you're starting out and you're brand new to coding, to follow a class. Honestly, even if you're not new to coding, I would still follow a class for a little bit because it's hard to get that routine in. I took SheCodes, I'll link it below. SheCodes is a phenomenal place to learn how to code. It's web development, so it's kind of the fun coding is what I like to tell people. It's a little bit more graphic design, it's a little bit more fun, interactive. You get to see your code like live, it's not back end, it's visual. So if you're new to coding, I suggest doing web development, which is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and following a class throughout there. Or maybe do a project-based, like build your own website, and then put whatever you want on your website. It could be books or whatever. So those are some really good options. Or if you're wanting to learn a specific language, you can just take a class in that language. Udemy is a great place to take courses as well. And you have free code camp and some of the others, so I'll link all those below. And then basically I have a checklist or a checkbox, so each day I check it off my list. So I do my SheCodes course and then I put an X on there when I finish, so that kind of keeps me accountable. I look forward to putting a check on my virtual day-to-day boxing. And then my progress so far, I'm on day 22. So on Twitter, I post about it. So I put day 22 of 100 Days of Code hashtag. And then I put what I did that day. So I put a couple emojis to keep it fun, a bunch of different hashtags, and usually put a photo with it, but not always. That just keeps it more fun. And honestly, everyone's been so nice that it kind of keeps me going. And I'm really enjoying the process. I really like having the community. And I feel like it's not as hard once you start. Like I'm on day 22 and I just do you're supposed to do an hour, but I don't do an hour. I do like 30 minutes. Some days it's like 5 hours, some days it's like 30 minutes. So as long as you do something, I count it, right? Like today, I think I did 6 minutes. I think I watched something on Node.js, but link anything below if you suggest any good stuff to learn from. I think it's a fun challenge. I hope you guys have fun, and then follow me on my Twitter, which is @itsjustliz _YT for YouTube, and we can kind of cheer each other on. So I look forward to it.